as long as I can remember.
You know they trust each other.
It's at a certain point it becomes like a brotherhood, you know?
Absolutely.
They're speaking the same language the whole time. Oh, Cloak.
Wow.
Eliminates such a clutch. That Boombo from above, another player rotating up on a ramp. Cloak taking the chance to hit a couple shots. Boombo from elevation, one of the most powerful weapons you can have in your inventory because you do not have to be exposed. Even a quick jump or standing up off of a crouch to take a shot, you send 100 damage, maybe a broken shield or even an elim, a knockdown there on a player totally unsuspecting. Tfue and Cloak both trying to take shots. This player flying in from above.
And
still holding
honestly, that previous zone really worked out because they got to recycle a ton of builds. That's why they still have mats right here. So with 38 builds, it's not too bad, especially considering they're still sharing and they have a ton to recycle. Now looking to come down just a little bit here. Tfue's reinforcing the positioning. They have it all to themselves here. There's just a large cluster of things going on. So we're going to see it soon. Oh, Tfue slips down the build, but back up he goes to his duo. Cloak here. They have Splodes in their inventory here, Doc Lupo. Campfire trade-off right there so Tfue can get his health up. And it's FaZe Funk and Nate who are now getting pressured by this dynamic duo. FaZe and Cloak.
Nate down to basically 1 HP. From Cloak from above. Shots there. Finds Cherish inside a box. Not able to box off the top of.
That's a great pickup right there.
Another elimination.
Back in.
23 points total. Funk, Nate Hill, living on a prayer at this point. Slade, Shatang, Enigmafy still in it.
Hopping in with Shotang, who just had someone land right behind them. And I think it's Nate Hill who puts a huge shot on them. Now someone's in the box. Down comes the Trup. Down goes Funk. Down goes Nate Hill as well with back-to-back huge shots from Shotang in the low level. That was the wrong player to push. He is on one. Those shots connected right there.
Dang, Enigmafy still in this. Void all the way down on the bottom, the low ground. Potentially, I would almost expect, unless they're challenged, Void is looking at a second place, maybe for free here.
Uh-oh.
Went through trying to make their way back
off.
up.
Oh, and he's becomes the focus of Void.
Here we go. Cloak, Tfue starting their descent. Applying pressure. Chopsticks drops down a 1v1 at the bottom. Shatang's still in this. Look out for the pop from above. The launch pad, I don't know if that's the right play at this point, unless you're trying to drop in without taking fall damage. And actually, he hit the top, landed on the
Tfue slipped off the build. What happened there? Down he went. Now it's Cloak who's coming down. Oh no, he actually ripped it off of the top. Okay, so Cloak is staying up for the heal off. Tfue comes down with the rocket launcher. Chopsticks is super low here. Tfue gets traded out. Chopsticks is still in the game. He has enough health from the siphon now if he just waits it out. Cloak knows he has to come down. Down he comes. He's going for it. Is the decision going to be made? Cloak wins.
The tick out, top left corner. Chopsticks ticks out to the storm. Cloak barely survives.
Up falling because of it. Unfortunately, Ninja could not convert that over, but still very well played.
He had the life lead.
Yes, he did. He did.
So, I mean,
it must have been maybe he just missed the initial shot because he did have advantage. Like he reverse had gone down, and at that point you're probably okay. If their comms are good, you know they're saying, "Hey, I'm down. He's here," right? So if that's what's happened, Ninja knows exactly where he's going to be.
Yeah.
So whatever happened, maybe someone like Sundown can break that down for us, or whoever's going to be the analyst in the next bit. But now we're on to the next games because there's.
We got to move on.
Yeah, we just got to keep rolling.
And it's crazy that we're moving on into a game that just concluded with Ninja and Reverse 2K, and now we're going to talk about Tfue and Cloak, who are doing what they do best. Again, slow and steady has been their style, and it works out very well for them. They talk well with one another. The communication, it's kind of like. I remember watching duo Fortnite early on, right? One of some of our first duo competitions in competitive Fortnite, and really enjoying like the comms between these two players. And I think it's really just kind of shaped the way that a lot of players communicate in competitive Fortnite when it comes to this duo format.
So what's interesting is that's good comms and bad comms can really shape the entire way you play games, right? If you're not good on comms, that's
I can tell you, when I used to compete back in the day, one of the things I would always tell my teammates would be, hey, listen, I don't want to hear any complaints. I just want to hear call-outs. That's all I care about. Keep that side chatter for after the game because it doesn't help us mid-game. I think a lot of these players, when I hear when I listen to Dubs and Mega, I actually watch like a few videos of them playing, and you can just hear it, right? Young players, by the way, but you can hear like how they're just constantly like, oh, he's here, go for this player there. They're calling out the skins, they're calling out the players if they recognize it. Like, it's just good gameplay. It's as simple as that, right? It's good, clean, effective gameplay. But onwards here, though, I mean, that's why I personally love duos. I think duos is just the absolute best.
Right. It's very fun. I still have quite a bit of work on my call-outs that I need to make, but I try to keep it as minimal as possible, right? Like, every time I tag someone like, hey, 76 or white damage or blue or 25 on shield, you know, things like that. Comms, very, very important. If you're looking to level up your gameplay, work on your comms. Find someone you pair very well with and just communicate. And now Zealous is going to keep it up here. Green is already down. Up on top again. Tfue and Cloak, even after this rotation, still commanding high ground. And
everyone has gained themselves a placement point here. Very vital as we get to the end of the NA East queue times. For Zealous, that is pretty big because no eliminations, and a player's going to drop right in front of him. The edit window out. Owns that wall there. Very well done by Zealous. It was a little jumpy from time to time, but was able to confirm it, pick it up, and off to the races they go with just one elimination. But the placement points now, that has to feel pretty good there.
Yeah, for sure. And again, you know, this is top 3,000. This is the top 1,500 duos in their respective region. If you don't own a wall, you cannot make that mistake. You have to make sure and try to replace it. You like, if you don't, I promise you're going to get edited on every single time, and that's exactly what we saw happen there. Now, Tfue and Cloak going to continue to maintain the high ground. I'm curious if they're going to stop and farm the tree. Oh, I love this. So you saw him 180. That's probably because Cloak was saying, there's a guy on me behind you, and you saw him whip around immediately. They force that player down, and they just continue. Again, good comms. You can tell by the way they are moving, how they react to each other. This is so sick. I'm freaking nerding out over here. Excuse me.
Yeah, well, they have a lot to work with as well. So, as far as match goes, you know, it could be better, but they will have that rift to go in the off case that things do go south very quickly. They just need to continue to communicate effectively here. All these duos really at this point in time, but I think a lot of players are concerned about who is going to be manning that high ground. Tfue gets tagged up just a tad, and there you have it. So that rift to go is going to be used because Tfue did not have the mats and did not want to spend them. Want to try and save that, get to your teammate, because they were split up for the time being. 89 blue on that connection with that epic pump. Finds that player through the sky. I say it, I love saying it. It's like a skeet shoot, right? Little duck hunt there. Craziness indeed. But Tfue and Cloak continuing to do such a brilliant job of making their way up the high ground. And Zealous goes right into it there with Cloak, and that is crazy. I didn't see who ended up coming up on top there in the elimination feed, and Draxor is going to be caught outside, needs to get in, and so no, Draxor is going to be out of it, but that means now we're going to be in top 10 territory, and because of that elimination, Zealous got the better of Cloak. So Tfue's, they actually split up. I apologize. Cloak got out of that fight, so he managed to stay up in this.
Yeah, somehow he got out, and he's still in critical condition. Tfue sitting on 200, but these guys can do it. You saw what they're able to do. Outlit is up on that high ground just above them. Fate trying to face off against Young Calculator. Look at all these players still tightly packed together. Tfue's dropping down. Cloak again dropped to critical. He needs to convert on something. He desperately needs a siphon. We're coming down the wire. Look, Outlet all the way in the bottom going against Sun Villa. He's so dangerously low. But look who else is here. Lyrison and Sketch G. Look at Tfue again. These guys are getting traded. Calculator is right now calculating with these, oh my, the stink bombs. Is Tfue going to go down? No, he's okay. Yeah, that was really scary.
He's okay, but it is a very fragile situation for Tfue because he doesn't have anything to heal himself up with, and even then won't have any time. The good news for Tfue, will have the 100 shield, so can work with that. Young Calculator, though, is putting a lot of pressure onto the FaZe boys, and Calculator's trying to just win this out, but they're going to fall down. And I can't believe that they managed to stay in this one. Young Calculator, 2 + 2 = you lose, and you got Tfue and Cloak still in this one. Outlet goes down. Credit to him for lasting as long as he could. Lyrison and Sketch are still going to be in this one against the FaZe boys. Cloak and Tfue, they're going to have that high ground control, but the life lead firmly on the side of Lyrison and Sketch, and if they keep playing this, they will manage to get the victory royale. Cloak and Tfue need to make a move. They have to figure out what they want to do. Of course, they don't know what that life lead is currently looking like, but they're going to drop down. Lyrison goes down, and the victory royale goes to Tfue and Cloak. 8 eliminations for my boy from Jersey. Way to go there for FaZe Clan. They pick up the dub.
Bro, that was so
Without a doubt.
sick.
And not to be outdone was our next region, because we've been hyping up Europe so much, talking about how strong
You've
this
been
region
hyping
is.
up Europe a lot.
And I stand by it because it has,
Not that I haven't, but it's
have
a
they
lot.
disappointed us? But then the next region not to be outdone was North America East. And this was just ridiculous. So first we had Crimson Spades, who had already qualified in week 2. Congratulations to them, ending in the top 10, showing that they are a consistent duo and a squad to look out for when we make our way to the finals. But joining them will be Zate and Ghost Saf, Brush and Sizlucky from Tempo, and Nate Hill and Funk Bomb, who we spoke to earlier on. I mean, Nate Hill and Funk Bomb, that was just a crazy